Did you shave today?
I did shave. Summertime is shaving
Looking
time.
spiffy.
Thank you.
Summertime is shaving time?
Summertime is shaving time.
Don't you like shave consistently year round?
I kind of... I'm a lot more chill in the wintertime. I won't really do it. I'll let it kind of poof out a bit just to kind of keep me warm and, you know, cozy. But like, once the summertime hits, you know, I gotta keep a clean face.
What is that logo behind this battle guy?
Behind it? Oh, that's the Republic logo from the Clone Wars.
What is this R in the bottom?
Robin.
Because he couldn't take out Predator to replace
like that's
Robin.
The biggest thing out of all. Well, I don't actually know.
It
is the biggest thing.
There was actually no proper image of Robin. It was just a very bad crop shot.
But you tell me all the time, you're like, I love cropping stuff. It doesn't have to be a PNG.
I love.
But there was no good. I need for this. It works because all the characters, the way they're positioned, I can crop them out, have them look back.
Crop
to back.
it in, crop it out.
But with Robin, there was no proper picture.
I'm saying maybe we should have. You know, it's fine. So pretty much we just didn't do the Halloween retro because you had to add in the Stormtrooper.
No, Dylan actually posed the idea first. I was just
No. He said he could have watched it. He said it's up to you guys. Said I'm down, and then you're like, whoa, I love this thumbnail. I'd really like to work on. And I thought you were redoing the whole thing.
That was probably your worst excuse ever.
Yeah, and then when I saw you just replaced one image, I was like, this.
I said it's up to you guys. So
no, you made it.
You could have been like, no, let's get it done. I'm like, okay.
You made it sound like you were gonna completely redo the thumbnail, and then when I get the thumbnail back, because there was a Predator panel today, no trailer whatsoever. So then when I get back today, I'm like, Predator, still the main thing on this. And then even it says Predator coverage, and I'm like, I'm asking him, how could he take the text? He's like, yeah, but the text looks really nice there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
It does.
That's complete like false advertising what we're about to talk about.
I took the text away, and it just became bland. It needed a bright, vibrant thing to get the eye.
That doesn't
matter.
That's
what the font did.
You're gonna talk about like
Predator. Who cares? Let's just get into it.
It'll be brilliant.
This is not worth talking about. Getting nowhere. You guys just bickering for no reason.
There is a good reason.
No.
That's how it goes. Fuck you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 202nd episode of the GeekVerse podcast. I'm the fuck you Batman Travis now.
On Adam Harcaster doing this.
I am CT2694. I like that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that part of it, or was that?
No, I like that.
You were reacting to your own nickname.
I was reacting to my own nickname.
Nice. Good job.
It was very fast. Like I couldn't react to it quicker than you did, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're back. We were here yesterday doing some news. Now we're covering day one of Comic-Con. So there's some surprises and then some other panels that kind of dropped ball. We're going to talk about some news that's been breaking today. So do we have anything to shout before we get in this? Subscribe, check out the stuff we've done already. Check out the stuff. Tomorrow is Venom, Bumblebee, Glass, Halloween, and Spider-Verse. So hopefully there should be some new stuff there to cover. And then, but Glass I'm looking really forward to. The sequel to Split and everything like that. So it's the first trailer. So looking forward to that. So yeah, go subscribe. Go check out our draft and everything like that. So let's start with Titans. I'm gonna throw it to you guys because this is obviously so this is the flagship show. This is kicking off the DC streaming service at the DC Universe.
Right.
Coming out in fall. There's a beta in August, which I've signed up for. So I hope that I get to enjoy that and do that. So yeah, what did you guys think about this this trailer?
So I actually watched Teen Titans as a kid. The animated show is pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. I like the characters. They all were quite different. What's funny?
You're starting
raising something before he brings it down.
That's exactly it.
Well, I think it's funny because that's like really the only DC thing that I had like experience with before the podcast. Really, like even Batman. I hadn't seen any of the Batman movies before we started the podcast, but I watched that show. So I know who these characters are a little bit. Trailer was... Yeah, I didn't really like the trailer a whole lot. Yeah. It felt really low budget. Like, it didn't look good. The costumes were pretty poor. It looked like it was overly like trying to be edgy.
Yeah. Very edgy.
A little too much for my taste.
How do you feel? Because
Raven, with like every line she was saying was just like, "Yikes, get off my screen right now, please." And I really like that character, so
Yikes, get off my screen. How do you feel with the fuck Batman line? Because that's the most controversial thing in the trailer.
Yeah, well, that's the epitome of like trying to be cool, edgy, right?
Yeah.
That's as far as you can go in the DC realm, in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
I think most of it was kind of lame. It doesn't. I mean, was I interested in the DC streaming service anyway? Most definitely not. But this certainly doesn't bring up my excitement for it at all. And I don't know. I feel like they needed something a little bit stronger. They're starting off their streaming service. I don't know what. I haven't seen like the internet's perspective of this thing yet.
It's very mixed. There's some people that are like, hey, this looks better than I expected, I'm gonna give it a shot, and then lots of people are like, this looks like garbage, kind of fan-made stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't like. I think Robin looks particularly lame. He's
really.
Yeah.
I think he looks like. Do you mean like?
I feel like he like made his costume with like stuff he got at Valley Village.
Okay.
Which is not what they should be doing. I already talked about Raven. What's the fire? Starfire, is that her name?
Starfire, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was only a quick clip, but it looked pretty bad. And Beast Boy also. Yeah, so I'm not stoked.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't something that's really disappointing for me because I watched the show as a kid, but I moved on and haven't really ever gone back to it, and that's fine with me. So I don't know. That's what I got.
There is a Teen Titans Go movie coming out in July, an animated movie. If you want to see that, come to theaters.
Yes, I think.
They've been making fun of Deadpool quite a bit.
I gotta go see something else that day. So.
Like what?
Anyway, Big Lebowski's back in theaters. I'm not sure something. I'll find something.
Thank you, Gad Abraham. He's very excited that Clone Wars is saved, and he says, "Nice, I'll sub for you guys." Thank you very much. Like I said, we'll talk about Clone Wars after we talk about this fun Batman.
Stick around.
So Taylor Field, so you are a notorious guy who maybe loves almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you got a positive light on this Titan show?
You look like you're trying to avoid the question. I don't want to answer that.
Did you or did you not have sex relations with that woman, President Clinton?
I'll give you the quick lowdown here. I saw the news. There was like, there's Titans and there's Star Wars. I went home. I was looking Titans up, or not Titans. I was looking Clone Wars up. The whole thing. That was the thing. And then after I edited like the thumbnail and did some work, I realized it was like an hour went by. I'm like, I haven't even watched the Titans trailer yet. Maybe I should watch it. Mm-hmm. I thought, the picture thumbnail that they have for the footage looked cool, so I went on the YouTube, typed it, and clicked it. And I mean, Robin, I think he was kind of cool, but it was weird seeing like this weird little tent. I'm like, is the Joker in this? And then it was like the flying Graysons.
It was their circus. It's some sort of.
I know. I didn't connect the dots till after, and I don't know. It seemed. I feel bad because the parents died, but I just felt like, wow, they really just got shafted in this scene. Just the thing rips and they're just falling. And
I don't know if that's how it actually, because in the comics, someone set that up to happen. Like they rigged it so his parents would die, yada yada. And that looks like that's maybe like a dream sequence as well. So it looked a little.
Well, apparently Raven's having the dreams here. She's like, dreaming of the circus, which I mean,
I wonder if
that's freaky.
I wonder if she's like seeing his dreams, like seeing from Dick Grayson's perspective what's going on.
Dick Grayson.
Well. Yeah, no, I think there were certain parts of the trailer that I kind of liked, and I mean, the gore part, I think, that was interesting, but it didn't fit with the vibe they were going for. Like, there would be some statement that would be extremely edgy that's said, and then, fuck Batman, then curb stomp this guy's head. I'm like, okay, there is no proper, progression.
I'll disagree because I think the violence is them trying to be edgy, and the whole trailer to me feels like they're trying to be edgy. Like, there's not a moment when they're like, there's not many jokes in this trailer, right? Like, I don't think fuck Batman's supposed to be a joke. I
feel like it's a very poor way of trying to relate with society. Today's day and age, you have these wannabe cool kids. They're like, fuck the police. And this is the equivalent with Robin saying, fuck Batman.
Yeah. Okay, well, somebody that's gonna defend this, even though, so I did the trailer reaction, go check that out at like 5:30, so I was quite tired. I watched it over a few times, some things were pointed out to me. So somebody that is very mixed on, I'm very much like the internet where I like it and don't like it. I think Robin looks good, like his suit looks very comic accurate, you got the colors. I think for a show that is lower budget, I think the armor looks just as good as, well, maybe not just as good, I'll have to see it more, but I think it's on like a Daredevil level where it look like you're never going to get like Iron Man or Cap like this high quality like fake Kevlar thing. Like,
I do like the costume. I'll support that.
Yeah, I like that, and I don't think he is going to be in it the whole series as well. I think he's going to become Nightwing. The positives for me is the Robin stuff. The actor looked like he was doing good. I like that, yeah. So the fuck Batman line, I don't know how I feel about it, but I get what they're going for. They're trying to quickly establish that clearly, many times in comic books, Batman and Robin break away, and they're trying to signify for people that don't know that, hey, there's something that happened between Robin and Batman, and Robin's on his own, right? So I think that was their way. Is it kind of like a lame, cheesy way? Yeah. But Cartoon Network, Teen Titans, yeah, I think that's what Dylan was referring to earlier, way back in the day. Yeah. So everyone watched that back in school. But my problem was I didn't catch this when I first saw the trailer. It was later on when I rewatched it and people would point out to me that people are worried that Robin's killing, and that's the same thing I'm worried about, because there's a few things. He doesn't shoot anybody, but when he steps on that guy's thing, people are like, oh, that's the guy's jaw breaking, but some people say it's the guy's neck breaking. If you're a longtime fan, you know for me that's a no-go. Batman, Robin, Spider-Man, those characters start just killing relentlessly. That's a big... I could end up liking the show or liking Batman like BVS. I can like it, but still, like, it's never going to be a perfect adaptation, or it's never going to be the top tier for me, because I don't look at Batman and see the Punisher. You know, that's what Frank Castle's for. And Robin, I don't think would go... Robin has always been known for, like, always worried that Bruce would go over the line. Like, he's sometimes his moral compass. So the fact that I'm fine with him when he's like, oh, something's happening to me. Like, okay, I get it. Something happened. You and Batman broke up. You're in a dark place. But I hope he's not just taking out thugs. Because to me, it's just like, it's a really lame and, like, such a shortcut, lazy way of writing nowadays. Like, how are we going to show superheroes in a dark place? Oh, he's just going to start killing people, you know? And that's why I like Marvel Netflix. Like, Daredevil doesn't do that. Daredevil killed, like, maybe one guy, and that's because he killed Elektra. And it's okay, I'll give him a pass. But, like, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, like, they all have these lines, right? And if it happens, then it's something that's a big moment.
Do you feel like it's just to kind of play off being more edgy?
Yeah, and that's what I don't know if I like, because I was quite surprised the trailer starts off with, like, mature audiences, and they say the F-bomb, and they're, like, that's more... Netflix Marvel's never said the F-bomb, and the violence in this trailer is pretty grotesque. Like, people's kneecaps are getting cut off, and throats are getting slit, so I was really caught off guard, and the rest of the stuff I didn't like. I didn't like the actress who was playing Raven. I thought she was... I don't think it's even... I'm not even going to say she's a bad actress. I just think she's a young actress who probably hasn't done much, and that's the kind of the vibe I got from most of this cast, other than Robin, that they're all newcomers, and it's going to be kind of dipping their toes into water as far as being a part of, like, a big production. Even though this is lower budget, it's still going to be big production, but I think they needed a big bang, and for me, I can recommend Daredevil to anybody. I don't know if... And I'm excited. I can see why someone's excited for this. I can see why someone hates it. I can't say you should get the DC streaming service for this show, you know? And I think that's the shitty part of it. Not that they meant to go make a bad trailer or bad show. I'm sure they made this thought it was great. But you wanted, I think, people to be walking away from this trailer being like, wow, that's great. I need to spend the $7 a month just to see that show. I don't know if it's coming out episodic or binge, but even just $7 to do that. Where... Like I said to Taylor was like, oh, we'll talk about the price in a second, but I was like, you know, you can just probably share my subscription, go from there. Where that's where it's like, opposed for maybe you guys buying it, you'd be like, oh, I'll just use Travis's to watch it and go from there. Because I want to watch it. You never know. Trailers can be deceiving, and, you know, the show's still, like, in post-production, so they're figuring stuff out, and I guess Robin's a cop in this, I guess, so that kind of threw me off guard.
You're pulling the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's why I worry. It looks like there's a little Dark Knight in there, there's a little BVS, there's a little Dark Knight Rises, so... I don't know. I guess I should have expected it to be pretty dark, but, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely be watching and reviewing it. I'm excited for it, but I'm preparing to be disappointed, so...
Fair enough.
Oh, that's what I was going to say before we jump over to Clone Wars, was they announced the price for the DC streaming service. So it's going to be, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it's $7.50 and $7.50, not $7.55. $7.50 if you want to just do monthly, or it's $75 if you want to pay for a year and you get 3 months free. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm somebody that I don't know if I'm going to get the whole year, but even then, $75 is not that much for someone like me that's like a big fan and like you get comic books, you get the OG TV shows, stuff like that. So I honestly might end up just doing the year subscription because that's pretty good to get the first 3 months free. So
yeah,
I thought it was a good price, and like I said, I said this months ago, they need to be under $10. I don't think they can be Netflix, and even if you do monthly, I think $7.50 not that bad. So I think that was a good call. I think that's a good way to start off because if they would have went Netflix style, I think they would have been DC. I'm not gonna like Netflix has so much more, right? So I think that was a pretty good call pricing wise on their part.
I think that's a pretty decent price. I'm curious to see like all the stuff that is on there because I don't have like the memory of like all the old shows that they did. So I'm curious what they're gonna have on there really.
Yeah.
I could see myself, getting like a month here or there just to like catch up on things or
watch a show.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know. $75 for a year. I don't know. I guess how much is Netflix for a year? I can't really do that math off the top of my head. How much is
$20, right? Because
how much is Netflix these days?
It's like over $11.
Yeah, I think it's over $11. So yeah, if it was $10, it'd be $120. So it's about $40 more than DC streaming service.
Yeah, and you get a lot more variety and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a fair price.
I think it is for me. I think if the movies and TVs were there, that'd be good enough. But I think the comics are a good thing as well.
Yeah, it's obviously different than Netflix. They're not trying to capture everyone. They're just trying to get their market, which is obviously a pretty big market in and of itself. So to get $7 from each of those people a month, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. The DC fuckboys, right?
The DC fuckboys.
Fucking DC fuckboys.
Wow.
That's another thing. When this trailer came out, I was like, as soon as I finished it, I went straight to the comments section.
Wow.
I was looking at all the DC fuckboys commenting and all their shenanigans.
You don't gotta call them that. Some of them are just fans,
And the fans were there, and the fans were supporting. There was like one for every 10 DC fuckboys, and they were just getting
describe
really
what the fuckboy is.
A fuckboy is someone who says, let's see, one of the ones I saw was like, oh wow, this fan-made trailer is really shitty, and ... oh wait, and like, oh, what is with the edgy teen drama? What the hell is this? Like all these people freaking out.
I thought you made it sound. I thought your interpretation of DC fuckboys was people that were fans and they would just take down anybody who didn't agree with them. You're making it sound like people shitting on the DC stuff are now the DC.
Because those are like pretty much things you just said as well, but they were just like slightly more rude about it.
But that being said, it was still enough for, like I said like before, like I would still rent or subscribe for like a month because the trailer was enough to entice me to actually give it a watch. And that's when you said, let's like wait a bit or whatever, you could use my subscription. But I feel like a lot of these people that a lot of these people are the same ones that have that mindset that just kind of quick to the gun and just they shit on everything, and Suicide Squad 2 comes out and they'll shit on that and all that stuff.
See, is that what you thought what DC fuckboys was, Dylan? I thought it was the fans that were overly
they're evolving.
I thought it was just the people that blindly shit on everything Marvel essentially and defend DC no matter what.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Hunka guys or something.
Oof, imagine if one of them heard you say DC fuckboys, Taylor. Yikes. What would you do?
They'd probably beat you up, dude.
Probably. I'm excited to see what they think of Titans. Probably gonna praise it.
I'm sure they love it. So, let's start with. I guess we can jump over to Clone Wars next, as Taylor's been waiting. So Taylor, you take the.
Take it away.
Okay.
I thought you asked him, can you wait?
So, this is like. There's no proper term that I could use to explain like this feeling. Like I finished work.
Orgasmic.
Well, it's orgasmic, but more than that. Like
He's gonna set the stage.
Okay.
The news is, yeah.
Because I don't actually know what the news is.
Oh well, Star Wars: The Clone Wars was the TV series that as soon as Disney.
Don't gotta start there.
I won't start that like there. But Disney bought.
But you are.
Disney bought Star Wars, and then they canned.
Really?
Yeah, I know. They're getting
Where have I been? I thought George Lucas made Rogue One.
But yeah, so when they canned, they canned the Clone Wars, and people were choked or whatever, and they announced Rebels was coming out, and so they dished out like a quick few episodes to finish off the Clone Wars onto Netflix as an exclusive. Where they never really finished off the Clone Wars series. You can look on YouTube and actually watch the unrendered episodes of the Clone Wars, like the next season, that's been finished, but just not graphically. It's not good. It's not visually there.
Yeah.
But
the show didn't get to finish when Disney bought it, so now it's coming back.
Yeah, now it's coming back, and the internet is stoked beyond
the
belief.
internet is.
Yeah, the internet is stoked.
It was trending for. It's still trending. It's pretty popular. Right now.
So like when I got out of work, I'm like, okay, get the data on, and I'm gonna see, and then I see Travis's messages, and
Why do you turn data off at work?
well, I don't want it to be background apps running or anything like
Why don't
that.
you just close the background apps?
Yeah, and
Well,
you don't have Wi-Fi at your work?
Believe it or not, that's a whole long process they're trying to figure out. It is bullshit. Bullshit, I tell you. We have internet, but we can't access it.
Okay, well, what's not bullshit?
So you don't have internet. What's internet if you can't access it?
True, it's not really internet.
You can make a joke, but I'm not gonna.
Okay. So, yeah, I turn my data on. I'm like, oh, look at this. Travis is messaging me, and I go into the messages, and then he sends me the picture of like hashtag
Clone Wars saved.
Clone Wars saved, and I'm
so
like,
he just spoiled the whole thing then.
No, it was during the panel. Like the panel was happening, and this news was coming out right away. That's not.
but
Spoiler: the show's coming back.
I almost dropped my phone because like this is something that it just seems so unreal that this would happen, especially because Disney announced, for their streaming app, you got the live action TV series, you got the new animated series they're doing between episodes 6 and 7, and this is just something that seems so far-fetched that just wouldn't have happened. And
well, yeah, the pitch, because you didn't really fully you just jumped to before telling Dylan like you assumed he knew. They're doing one more season. It's 12 episodes, and it's gonna be exclusive to the Disney streaming app. So
one more season. So is that they're gonna close it out?
I think so. That's what I would
Yeah.
assume. I think to
There's
tie
like a
loose
proper
ends.
ending.
yeah, there's like Dave Filoni, the guy behind the Clone Wars.
Dave
like,
Filoni.
There were so many things that they were going to tackle in their last season of the Clone Wars, like talking about Ravon.
Cheese.
Ravon.
Yeah, like
cheese.
but like
Nirvana.
old Republic stuff, Ravon, like some seriously sick shit, and I was so down for it. But like, when that all got scrapped, it was just so upsetting. But just to kind of see what's going to happen, and I'm hoping that it's going to have some very cool, deep story kind of things added to it as it progresses. Literally, if it ends right where episode 3 ends, I'd love that. I would really, really like it. I think
That won't happen.
No, you don't think so?
Anakin's not gonna turn dark side on the animated show. I don't.
No. But I mean, like it'll progress to the beginning. Yeah,
you said the end of episode 3.
Oh no.
So you pretty much made it sound like they're gonna do Clone Wars and just make
Disney's
episode 3 the
gonna redo it.
animated movie. Yeah, this is canon now.
But I think it's a very cool. I think it's super neat how Disney is just diving right into like the prequels here, and this is them literally grabbing the bull by the horns and just.
You like that?
You like that? They're just going for it, and I think that's just super cool. And I love Clone Wars so much.
So I got a question from Gad Abraham. He says Rebels is doo-doo compared to Clone Wars. One, would you agree with that? But the question I'll pose to you, maybe that's why he's saying that, is because Clone Wars, as it went on, was known for being a bit more mature, right? Like there's some darker episodes, some darker themes, where people said with Rebels, they play, like, there's some dark elements, but they kind of steered away from that. Is Clone Wars going to have those darker themes, though, now that Disney owns it?
When I watched the trailer, I legit got goosebumps. I felt dark tones throughout the whole... I felt dark tones, and just the atmosphere was very, very down and dark throughout the whole trailer. Even after when Anakin and Obi-Wan are walking, and they're like, Rex, why'd you bring me back here? I just felt like there was this dark, ominous atmosphere to it, which I think is great.
So you think it will tackle the more mature themes?
I think so. I felt Revenge of the Sith vibes and all that, but in what he said, I definitely agree. I feel one of the big things for Rebels
is... You think Rebels is doo-doo?
I won't say it's doo-doo, but what I will agree with is...
it's too far for Taylor Field.
It falling short compared to Clone Wars. Yes, I think for me at least, the only reason that I really, really liked Rebels is because Rebels... It had
Star
such...
Wars.
Well, it's Star Wars, but it had such high moments, but those high moments were built off of the characters that were made in Clone Wars.
Okay.
Those were the story...
Ahsoka...
Yeah, those were the story parts that, the characters that made it hype for me, those story arcs. So, that being said, Rebels definitely did have its moments, but they were delivered because of what the Clone Wars introduced originally. So,
yeah.
And I'm very confident that once the Rebels started introducing Clone Wars as canon with the characters, that's when I'm sure the show actually started picking up. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's when, because a lot of Clone Wars fans weren't fans of Rebels, like, obviously. So...
Yeah, no, like, fair enough for me. I've not watched them. We're talking about potentially doing...
It's happening.
Well, we're talking about doing a retrospective, because I've always wanted to. Those first season is really tough to get through, but if I kind of know it's homework, then I know I'll actually sit down and watch them. First season has quite a few Jar Jar episodes, and it's quite tough.
Nice.
For me at first, before I knew this was just like hopefully just a one-time season thing, I know you guys are excited, but I was a little disappointed because it's like we have a new animated show, because that one between 7 and 8, that one looks more kid-oriented though, right?
Yeah.
So that one I'm writing off like that's just a Saturday morning cartoon. I was waiting for, okay, they did Rebels, what's your kind of like teen, you know, Star Wars adult animated show? And then when it was Clone Wars, I'm like, oh, we're just doing prequel shit again. I'm fine with it if it is just one season to close off all the gaps, but if it's like, oh, another one, I don't want that, because that same thing as the movies, I want some different eras with Star Wars, right? So I'm fine with it happening now, because, okay, the show got canceled or got kind of kiboshed, finish your storylines, but I hope it is only the one season, because I want them to do something new after, because, yeah, I know it's grabbing the bull by the horns, but they've grabbed this bull many times. Like, they're still tackling stuff that's still... they're doing prequel stuff, but it's like, it's not that experimental. They're picking up a show that was already made, right? It's not like, oh, we're doing, you know, stuff about Qui-Gon, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and
that's my thing.
I do agree. Like, as much as I want more Clone Wars stuff, I definitely am okay with this being the last season. I think they're targeting this because I feel like they know it's a huge hook for the Star Wars community. Yeah. And there's a lot... for the app. I mean... the Disney app already had my money, but this just guarantees I'm gonna start writing the checks out. We're like now, so
we don't gotta write checks.
I don't think they accept
shit. No. Yeah, they haven't announced a date when this is happening, because I think it's
2019 that it's
like the show or the app?
show is 2019.
Are you sure about that?
That's what it said.
Really?
Check it out.
Okay, then I'll just assume. Yeah, if you look up. So yeah, if that's the case, that's also the live action ones coming out in 2019 too. So Disney to me is the type of app that's going to launch and it's going to have a bunch of shows. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, here's some of our old movies. I think it's going to be like, boom, Star Wars show, boom, Marvel show,
definitely.
boom. So I still think you're going to get, I don't know, there's a big worry of me that you could get Toy Story 4 in there. I think one big Disney anime movie is going to be on there. I don't know. It won't be Frozen 2, but something. Or if they did like a Monsters University 2, like, I think there's going to be, because they got stuff with Star Wars lined up. We haven't heard what the Marvel... Oh, no, that's right. They're making that fucking Monsters University TV show. I'm so excited about that.
Right,
yeah. So, but with Marvel, they already said we're doing original shows. With Disney, other than that one, they haven't really said too much. So I still think we're going to get some big Disney animated movie on there. So they're going to find a way to get everyone's money. You know, they're Disney, so...
It is 2019.
Okay, so yeah, and I think that's when the live action show's launching. So they might space them out. I think the anime one will be later.
When does Disney stream service come out again?
2019. They haven't announced like a fall or summer, but they just said 2019. I think the rumor is early 2019, so I think maybe March or April. I don't know. That's around Infinity War time, so maybe they'll use that as like a way to either before or after. Watch all the MCU on your Disney streaming app. I hope so. Give me that $20. You know, like I want to buy Infinity War next month, but if the app's coming out, like I'll just.
I'd still buy Infinity War.
I think I will. I think I will, but still, it's like if I could just buy the app, that'd be perfect. You know, I don't even need to pay monthly. Just $5,000 rest of my life, boom, paid off.
$5,000, yeah.
Dylan, I know you probably don't have anything to add on this, but...
You don't want to watch those Grievous episodes?
I think it's cool that... No, not really. I think it's cool that they're doing this, actually, because too many shows don't have a proper ending, and then, you know, there's always talks like, oh, we're going to come back, we're going to do it. It never happens, so it's cool that they're... Exactly, well, that's a prime example. It's cool that they're doing that.
Disney, pick up Hannibal?
Please do. Actually, don't. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
That would be a cool, like, crossover, like Ratatouille versus Hannibal. Like, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Would you say it's kind of like, you know, Dexter's final season, you know, ending like that, and then, you know, Disney comes in and gives it an actual season?
No, that's different.
A murder left unfinished.
Because Dexter had an actual ending. That was the intended ending. It was just awful.
Yeah. Oh. He's talking about shows that, like, get cut before they get in. Yeah, Dexter's like, this is our great ending, and they did. It's like, that was your ending, so...
Yeah. The fuck you doing, Dexter? Jeez Louise.
Taylor, have anything more to add on Clone Wars? Like I said, we might be doing retro, so look out for that. We gotta finish some other ones, but if it might happen. So stay tuned. You know, we need some content for Cantina Conversations. So that would give us legitimately. I've done the math, a year's worth of content. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to make
5
it.
seasons or something?
Yeah, and they're all like 22 episodes.
5 seasons and then the 6th season as well, the lost episodes.
Are we doing the lost non-rendered episodes?
No. That would be season 7. A Netflix exclusive version is the lost episodes, which was those like 3 story arcs they released after season 5.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Which are great.
Full
Those
power.
are sick. But
that's my thing. If I come in,
I'd be down to watch the non-rendered episodes.
Non-rendered episodes.
Okay, we'll call you in on that in fucking
I'll be there.
July 2019 apparently. So.
But no, I'm more than excited for this. Like this is
More than
absolutely a
excited.
dream come true. Like tickle me right where I was itching. Like this is great. That is a normal expression.
Tickle? No, it's
That is
not.
a
Tickle me.
normal
No,
expression.
tickle me right
Oh,
where I was.
scratch me where I itch. Oh shit.
You can't say it's a normal expression if it's something that I've like people have never heard in their entire life. like you can say it's an acceptable expression. That like technically works, but you can't say it's normal.
I love that he said that and he tried to get mad at me. Like, no, it's a real expression. Tickle me where you... Oh, wait, no. Tickle me where you itch. Gentlemen, you can use that pickup line anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
One thing I do want to throw out there is
It's such a good transition, too.
you can transition off this too, I'm sure. With Comic
I'm
Con,
setting you up, dude. Get ready.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Line it up.
they
all
dropped the
fired.
image a while ago, but at Comic Con for the new Thrawn Alliances novel, you can get exclusive Comic Con cover,
Thrawn.
which is Thrawn, and the artwork is amazing because it looks like Hayden Christensen and Anakin Skywalker on the front next to Thrawn. Like it looks.
He's
sick.
busy making that other movie.
That other movie,
Really?
yeah. And so I'm just the cover looks sick. I pre-ordered my copy, and I wish I was able to get the cover with Thrawn and Hayden Christensen. It's fantastic, but I'm not at Comic-Con, so I guess I suck.
You could buy it off someone, big time.
But then they
there's
probably
all sorts of people on Twitter.
Boost
right now.
up the price, so
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
but if you really want it, Taylor, you can have it.
If you're a true fan, you would get it.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
See, originally the book is like $40.
Okay, so I think you spent like $300, no problem.
Yeah. Seems
Jesus.
legit, you know?
Seems legit.
That's for like mint condition.
Tickle that itch, you know?
Tickle that
Tickle
itch.
the itch.
Well, you know where they can't tickle the itch is in Kunlun.
Kunlun.
Iron Fist.
Colleen.
Yeah, Iron Fist had a panel today. Unfortunately, they had lots of good clips and lots of stuff like that, which was apparently the crowd was very excited about. All positive feedback. They only released a 48-second teaser trailer that was nothing
For the
special.
general public.
Yeah, it was just an announcement. It was pretty lame, to be honest, so that kind of sucks. But I'll take the crowd by their word. So we have some stuff here that we can talk about. So it's a new showrunner, which we knew, but also new fight choreographer. It's a fight choreographer from Black Panther. So that's a big thing because lots of people complained about the fighting in it as a little basic bitch, and lots of people said it was Daredevil level quality fights from the clips they had seen.
Cool.
So very excited about that.
Yeah,
so.
that's a good thing.
They showed off some villains. They showed off Davos is coming back to the Steel Serpent. And
Davos.
apparently he also has the Iron Fist, so
Who doesn't have the Iron Fist these days?
it's just Danny. Yeah. They didn't show off Danny in a costume, and I don't know if Davos had the costume because the Steel Serpent has like a purple version of it. I don't know if he had the costume or not. I'm gonna say
Like
no.
the purple version of
The Iron Fist costume. Yeah, so I
That'd be
think
cool.
maybe we'll see the costume, but it might be later on.
They need to bring that costume in. If they don't, I'm not watching the show. So that's my disclaimer.
Don't you have to watch it to find out though?
Well, no, the people will be talking about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Like you could survey
I'll
the
find
show
out.
first. And
Yeah, I'll
tell me
find
if
out.
It's in there.
Misty's
Great costume.
confirmed. There's some apparently some good clips with her and Colleen. So.
Colleen. Yeah, I feel like if Misty's kicking around, Luke Cage has got to be in there somewhere.
I don't think he will be. I know you're pretty hot and heavy on that prediction, but I don't think so. So
I think maybe one episode like Iron Fist was in Luke Cage season B.
I just think if Luke Cage, if you've watched season 2, you think he might be a little busy right now. He's up to some stuff. So
Yeah, it's true, but I mean, Danny Rand helped him out. He might need a hand as well, so.
you tickle my back, I'll tickle yours.
A hand, yeah. Tickle my itch, I'll scratch your sniff.
And then Alice Eve, she was confirmed as a villain months ago, but they confirmed she's playing Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary? It's an actual thing?
Typhoid Mary, yep.
Wow, that sounds like a
disease.
So she's an assassin. She's primarily a Daredevil villain, but she's an assassin who's telekinesis.
Oh yeah.
She also has severe mental problems. She sometimes has split personality. So I don't think she's gonna look.
She's got it all.
I don't think she's gonna look the way Typhoid Mary looks like in the comic books. I've not read much of Typhoid Mary. She's kind of popped up here and there, and I've seen like some assassin bits. But Alice Eve is a very talented actress, so good for her. And yeah, I think that's a good thing because I liked Harold Meacham. So
what does that have to do with this?
A lot of other people didn't, so I think that...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you and I and a few others...
Well, really people pretty much shit on everything that show had, no matter what, so...
So I think it's an interesting foil, so, yeah.
Ward Beecham coming back, my boy.
I hadn't seen any clips of her, but I had seen Joy is around.
Okay, Joy, that's fine, but I want me some Ward. Ward's a great character.
Yeah, there's no mention of Ward yet, so...
That makes me sad.
And then it is premiering September 7th, so...
That's the date.
Yeah.
Busy month for Marvel. Dropping Spidey, dropping Iron Fist.
Oh my god, fuck.
What?
It's the same day as Spider-Man.
Wait, the game? Actually? No, I thought that was the end of September.
No, Spider-Man September 7th.
Okay, I'm not watching Iron Fist
season
2 then.
Yeah. You'll get Iron Fist review, it'll just be a little bit later, because Spider-Man...
Unless he has the costume, then I'll... maybe watch it.
Because Taylor, you're not...
That's really annoying. Why I mean, I can understand why they'd have no communication between a company making a video game and the TV show, but that's really annoying, because those are both things that take time.
That's fucking super annoying.
Is that... No, look up Spider-Man date. I don't believe you. I thought that was the end of September.
Well, Taylor, you're not playing Spider-Man, so you can review Iron Fist Season 2 for us. I'm gonna have to.
Great. Have you watched what, 4 episodes of the first season?
No, I finished. No, that's the only one he has. Yeah, he loves Iron Fist.
He loves it.
September 7th, 2018.
Fuck off, Marvel.
Fuck you, Marvel. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'm not watching Iron Fist, so...
I'm gonna have to pull some all-nighters then, so I'm gonna have to... What would I do? So, Thursday, play the game.
I'll have Iron Fist on in the background as I play Spider-Man.
So I think my plan is, it's Thursday, I'm gonna get the game, stay at midnight, beat it, and then...
Beat it in one night?
I've done that. I did that with Batman, I did that with Detroit,
but hopefully Spider-Man's longer than 8 hours.
But I stay up I'll Thursday... like night and day, or Friday day. So I go ham, man. When I'm gonna stay up,
full like giant banana Slurpee.
Oh yeah, big
charge
time.
You up,
Go get that
some corn
gummy
dogs.
bear Slurpee. It's so good. Corn dogs. What the fuck?
Don't you eat corn dogs?
That wouldn't be my one. I don't eat meat, and two, that wouldn't be my go-to.
You just love eating all that disgusting 7-Eleven food. You just say, yeah, fucking throw it in my mouth.
No,
free
put it in a
chips.
bag.
I love the free stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So my plan would be, and then. So midnight Spider-Man Friday day, and then midnight Iron Fist on Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. So I can do it. I can have. I'll wait still till Dylan watches it, but yeah, Iron Fist will be later on in the week. So Spider-Man takes precedent.
Yeah, Spider-Man does take precedent.
Mm-hmm. Anything to add on Iron Fist?
Yeah, I think the trailer was definitely just very. Nothing pulling for it.
That's
got
not
extra
a Comic-Con trailer.
It's not a Comic-Con trailer. Surely they showed a Comic-Con. They should have showed to us.
Yeah, apparently he punches an armored truck at some point.
Now that is enticing.
Yeah.
I didn't see Robin doing that.
No,
Raven.
I mean, he punched the ground.
Raven shook the world in the glass till it turned to the Titans logo. That's
but
pretty
did she
impressive.
punch an armored vehicle, Travis?
I bet she could.
I watched, so I finished Iron Fist Season 1, and it was a wild ride. I liked what was going on. I liked the whole scenario where, like, if you're working with a hand and you die, you don't really die, you come back and you go fucking AWOL. And, Harold Meacham was just crazy. Ward was, doing the drugs, and Joy was just a little bit bonkers.
Taylor's just giving his review of Season 1 right now.
I don't think you are, though. I think you're kind of just recounting what happens in the show.
True he is.
Ward's doing some drugs.
And Joy, what was Joy?
She was a little bonkers, but she was
just a little
straggling along throughout the story. But I mean, I don't know, there was betrayal and everything, and like half the time I was confused really what was going on, because like the hand was pulling strings, but I'm like, okay, isn't this old lady the hand? But now I feel like she's good, but she's bad, then she's good. Like I didn't get it. One thing
Madam Gal's a slippery.
She is slippery.
Yeah.
One thing I really
she doesn't know.
Yeah, she forgets.
One thing, you know, as much as I love Iron Fist, I love the character and all that stuff, I just feel like he was so clueless sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like
this is a concern a lot of people have.
Yeah, like he just like I'm not gonna relate it to anything, but you know the footage of
really,
Trump?
I want to hear what you'd relate it to.
Do you know Trump walking in front of the Queen? He's walking around like he's like clueless and doesn't know what's going on around him.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's Danny Rand.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't know what to do if I was supposed to walk somewhere with the Queen.
Well,
I'm sure he's not walking the fucking front of her.
That's true.
I know. Like,
yeah, he's just like browsing.
Yeah, I've never expected him to just cut
soup.
off a woman. Like I'm just gonna walk directly in front.
See,
of you.
I feel like Danny Rand would do that because he's doing that on the show. I feel like he's just walking into places with his ramen noodle hair and all that stuff, and
he
just
doesn't have that anymore.
no that's a good thing. You know, I love he looks sick. You know, in season 2, I'll give him that, but
like cool or like he
cool
looks
sick.
Like he's not feeling well.
He's definitely feeling well. But
he's
I don't.
definitely feeling well.
I
Hey girl, you look like you're feeling well.
That's a tagline for this season. Iron Fist, feeling well.
I think for me though, I just he looks good in the season 2 trailer, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enticing enough because he's narrating and he's just in an alley beating up some mediocre 2 thugs, and then we see the thug's perspective. The thug is on the ground, and then Iron Fist jumps up in the air and slams down. The guy is on the ground already. He's fucking down.
There was the 3 other ones though.
The 3 other ones? Jesus, I don't know. I feel like they were just walking down the alley, and Danny Rand's like, "Hey, fuck you, fuck Batman," and he just goes after him.
I think they.
Hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck Batman.
Just the criminal, like, what?
Oh man, you need to write a script for a TV show. I'd love to see that.
Oh, fuck Batman. The
Hey,
new.
fuck you.
Hey, fuck you and fuck Batman. Oh, I'm pumped for Titans. Are you gonna be on that review, Taylor, when we watch Titans?
Yeah, I'll be on that.
Okay. Fuck Batman. Do we have anything else to add on Iron Fist?
Nope.
Well, let's talk about the direct competition. It's just going to be me and Dylan, because Taylor did not watch trailer. New Spider-Man trailer. I even told him, he's like, I didn't watch it, and then he just...
I didn't know there was a new story trailer.
I told you, and then there's still it's all 10 minutes before Dylan got here, and you just didn't pull it up. But
I thought we were going to pull up and do like the group effort, we got Iron Fist and stuff.
No, we're professionals. We do this on our own time. We show up, we record, and we go home, right?
You got me there.
Got him.
Fuck Batman. What do you think about this trailer, Dylan?
Yeah, interesting. This is, I guess, really our first glimpse at what's actually happening story-wise. It is the story trailer. So interesting. Spider-Man's on the out. Spider-Man is being kind of tracked down by the law. He's considered an outlaw.
Yep.
So that should be pretty fun. I mean, I guess the story will send. I'm guessing that's kind of where it will start. And as the game progresses, and you're taking out dudes, and you're taking out your Scorpions, your
Insidious 6,
your Vultures, your Insidious 6.
They didn't say those words or Sinister 6, but they've clearly...
What is the actual one again?
It's Sinister 6 is the actual one. Okay. Insidious 6 is the one on the animated show. Yeah, but they're clearly a unit. They've clearly...
Big time.
Yeah.
We get more action shots of that, I guess it was the E3 trailer, where they were all kind of teaming up, fucking up Mr. Spidey. And then we got, what's her name? The Silver
Sable.
Yeah, so this is a Spider-Man character that I don't know anything about, but she looks pretty badass, and I guess she's kind of leading or working alongside Mr. Negative, Dr. Negative.
Mr. Negative, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if she's his boss or if they're kind of in cahoots together, I'm not sure. But I don't know, it looks like fun because there's going to be a lot of opposition for you in this game. It's going to be, obviously, Silver Sable and her crew, and there's going to be like the classic bad guys, the Sinister Six, and then also the people, and Jameson I'm sure is going to be out there, and he's probably loving it. He's probably just getting off on Spider-Man being
Spider-Man
enemy of the world.
Yeah, baby. Itch that scratch. Tickle that scratch, Mary Jane.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to follow up on that, Travis. That's a weird thing to say, but I don't know. I thought it was cool. It didn't really get me more excited for the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't really need to be because I'm probably already gonna buy it anyway. So.
I agree. I gotta see in the context of there's still some of the voice acting for me is not clicking. I didn't love MJ's voice and I don't love Peter's voice, maybe in the actual story once we get going. The story seems good, but it's still very basic. But I think there's going to be like that E3 trailer, remember, ended with the like, oh, it's you. Like, I think there'll be some big twist or something that will shift the game, the story. I think, obviously, it's not a big twist if it's him, but like Norman Osborn is clearly around in this world, but we haven't seen him. We just keep seeing Oscorp and all these things. So I'm just excited for it. I think I'm the same as Dylan, where I like the trailer, but it didn't get me any more excited. It's just like, yeah, I'm still excited for this game. This is a day one purchase for me. It all looks great. And I think, yeah, having the Insidious 6 or Sinister 6, like, having them as a unit, I think is good because you'll have, hopefully, very different boss fights throughout the game. You know, like, Rhino's power, Electro's also got electricity, Vulture's going to be an air battle, I would imagine.
And then you'll get, like, different pair-offs of them, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, so I'm just very excited for this game, and, yeah, maybe push it a week forward so it doesn't have to come out the same day as Iron Fist.
Please.
But, yeah, I want this game so bad. I want to be, I just don't know the story. Like I said, I have my fingers crossed it's not so basic. The story looks good, but that's the thing for me where I love the Batman games, where I love the combat, but then the story is also, I could watch a story on its own. But right now I've got the thing of this could be a solid thumbs up, story, but not a thumbs up, So I'm hoping it's just so fun.
Yeah, I mean, even if it is like a fairly basic story, we at least have a lot of different parties going on. So with that, and if it has some nice, good writing, good character development obviously it looks like there's going to be an emphasis on the two like side characters being Miles Morales, I guess, and then and MJ as well. So I don't know. I guess we haven't really seen them before. I guess there was that quick tease of Miles Morales, and I think that was the first time we saw the game, wasn't it? That first
second time. He was the end credit scene.
Something like that. Yeah, and. So it looks like they're going to be around quite a bit. We'll see how much they play in like the actual gameplay, or if they're just kind of there for story parts.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point, one of them will, or both will get kidnapped or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited to find out more, but I guess this is cool. I think it's nice that it sets up that there's multiple like things you're going to have to fight against in this game.
My theory is that at some point Peter's gonna get taken out, not necessarily death, but you will switch over and play as Miles for like the second half of the game or something. That's a theory of mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that'll probably happen, but I don't know what kind of percentage. Yeah, it's hard to say. Maybe you get to pick.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have either story play out, two different stories.
Taylor, obviously, you have nothing to add on this?
Wow.
I think, I just think, Spider-Man 2 back in the day on GameCube was just a great game. And I just, if I had a PS4, this would easily be a day one purchase for me. This game, from what I saw at E3 with you guys, it looks fantastic.
Hey, you can buy a PS4 and get it.
I could.
I'll sell you my PS4 so I can just buy that fucking 6 Spider-Man PS4.
So apparently... that dude, I can't remember his name. Oh, did you see that? Did you see his comment?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Like, what the hell?
I mean, that is a public forum. I don't know why
but
you're offended by it.
I tagged specific people, and he's just so intrusive. He's like, this guy's tagging his friends. Fuck him and his friends. That's what he's saying.
He wasn't mad at me. So Taylor tagged me and Dylan in these, like, what the console looks like. And then below us, some guy just was like, oh, it doesn't look that good. But,
well, they could have done better.
They could have done better, but,
I don't know. I think...
It looks pretty good.
I think it's interesting that so many things on Facebook in particular, like, there isn't any sort of discussion, really. It's just people tagging people. It's just names, right? It's a comment section that's not even a comment section. So this guy, he sees, hey, look at these guys are friends. I need some more friends. I don't have so many friends. So he goes on there, he comments, and he just wants to be part of the crew. He just wants to talk.
How do you make? It is very nice.
And I'm not even a big fan of the white, but for some reason I'm liking that controller.
The controller is quite nice.
Yeah, so like I said, and it's a PS4 Pro, so Sony, just let me know when the PS5 is coming out, because this would dictate if I would buy this or not. I could sell Taylor mine for half off.
How much would you sell yours for?
200.
200?
I got mine for 200.
Is it well used?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like
it
how
still works.
Well used?
I don't know. I play it quite often.
Disk drives work and all?
He does an oil change every 5.
It's still working, because if it wasn't working, I would just go get another PS4.
Yeah.
He needs that PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks so good. 1 terabyte too. Well, that's lower. Well, and then I have a 2 terabyte.
So
manual.
Can you plug external hard drives into it?
No, but I set you up with the. I got a internal 2.
So yours is.
He used the cloud.
Yours has been.
Yeah, I went inside and I broke it open and.
You hacked yours.
Yeah, but that was year 1, and now it's like 5 years.
So it doesn't fall under warranty then anymore.
What? Well, it's out of warranty now already because it's been past 3 years, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Did you buy an extended warranty?
No, I didn't actually. And it's never broke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying for sure this is. We don't need to discuss.
I've never heard anyone say that their PS4 like broke on them. Like
I
the Red Dragon Death is a thing of the past.
I knew someone 2 months in that their PS4 broke.
Yeah, they had like the.
You know what, Travis? I'm trying to sell your PS4 for you, and you're not doing such a great job.
Maybe Tyler will buy it off you actually.
No, he won't.
He just throws the interest out there, but he never actually pulls.
He's like full PC master race, where he's like, I think I'm gonna get Doom like on PS4. You know, it's like on sale. He's like, I don't know, man, don't do it. You gotta play with keyboard mouse. It's the real authentic experience. You can't play with the fucking controller.
Every E3,
I just want to play this game, dude. It doesn't work on my computer. Fuck you.
Every E3, he's talking about buying a PS4.
But now he actually prefaces, that looks great, but I'm not gonna buy a PS4. He's just fully.
The real test will be Death Stranding.
He's fully immersed in his inability to buy anything else.
The real test will be Death Stranding because he's like, I've been looking at that trailer for hours and whatnot.
For hours.
He said that.
I wasn't expecting that.
I have seen him go frame by frame through the trailer of that.
I think there's a chance that gets him. You know, even if we hate the game, we should be like, fuck, this game is the best game ever.
He's gonna find one little thing that he's like, I don't like that so much, and then he justify not buying it, and he's missing out. You know, he's over there playing fucking PUBG and other garbage games.
You know what DC's doing? They're justifying why they should be making they're justifying why they should be making a Joker movie. Yeah, it's a double entendre. Double, Justice League, Taylor Brace justifying. I invited him to newscast, didn't even answer today. I said, hey, step in my place if you're free. He didn't even give me the courtesy to say, no.
Tyler?
Briggs, yeah.
Really?
Yep. I'm going to call him out tomorrow live on cast. Be there or be square.
He's coming tomorrow?
That's rough, man.
Yes, he is. Cool. For the Venom and all that. Yeah, so Zazie Beetz, she plays Domino in Deadpool 2, and she's rumored to be playing a single mother that catches the Joker's eye. I don't know if that is him as human, him as whatever, but...
Like his eye gets gouged out and she catches it there.
Joker! And that's how he turns into the Joker. He has an eye patch. His eye patch with like a Joker eye. But yeah, I don't have much to add on this because we don't know the specifics of the role, but everything that I've seen from rumors as far as casting, I loved her in Deadpool 2. She was a big highlight. So, and I think that the second I saw her before I read them, like, oh, she'll clearly be the love interest. And I think that could make sense that at some point either he goes crazy and drives this girl away, or maybe this girl dying is probably the impetus of him becoming crazy, one bad day. So I think if it's a high caliber actress like this, for this role, I don't think it's going to be a small role. I think it'll be vital to the story, and I like her, and I think that would be a good step for her. She's in Atlanta, she's in Deadpool 2, why not? And should have picked her for the comic draft, So that's a good thing with these.
I wouldn't have just because of the Deadpool thing.
I know, but that's a good thing with if these Elseworld movies take off, we can definitely start doing that because it's like a one-time role, right? So it opens up so many actors again, but goddamn, so fingers crossed for somebody because somebody has a lead already, so I'm not too fond of that. So. Yep. Any input on Zazie Beetz? No.
I think she was great as Domino. I think she brought... What's her name again?
Zazie Beetz.
She brought the zazz and the beat to her
acting.
And I am so down to see what rhythm and jazz she's going to bring to this if she gets in there. I hope she does,
I'm excited for this because I think this will be quite a dark movie. So I imagine Atlanta, which is like a comedic show, I think this will be something really different for her. So that'd be exciting to see.
Yeah. No, I think she'd be a perfect fit for the film, dark and all that, and I think that
why?
What?
Why is she a perfect fit?
Because I think just what she displayed in like the gruesome rated R vibe that Deadpool had, I feel like if they do go with the rated R feature and the Joker spin-off movie. Sorry, I just want to call it Walking Phoenix.
You can just call it. You don't gotta call it Joker spin-off movie anymore. It's called Joker now.
So it's called Joker? Okay.
You were here yesterday when that was announced.
Yeah, I know. But no, I just
feel like you're losing it, man.
Fuck Batman.
But I just think I am excited to see this movie and, you know, see who else gets casted in it and just see what's gonna happen. I think that's a very cool kind of twist, like, you know, if you catch that the Joker, not literally, but just, you know, romantically, you know, Margot Robbie was phenomenal doing it in Suicide Squad, so yeah.
Okay. Not much to add here, but it sounds like Comcast is officially no longer putting a bid for Fox.
Good riddance.
So, yes. Good riddance. So now we just have to see if that lawsuit that came up, if that goes away, because I read...
What's the lawsuit about again?
I don't know if they're suing... I think they're suing Fox because some of the shareholders view that it's worth more than what Disney's paying, so they want to get more money, so...
Classic lawyers.
So yeah, we'll see. There might be a payoff.
Don't be greedy.
Hopefully it goes away because I want this to happen sooner. But I think I can preferences for all you fans. I would say, what are we in 2018? I'd say like
something like that.
Yeah, I'd say like don't expect a Fantastic Four X-Men movie till 2022, like the earliest, in my opinion. I don't even think you see them till then. Like by the time this deal goes through lawyers, like this is gonna take. There's gonna be a bunch of bumps.
Hopefully people
in the
still
road.
like comic movies at that point in time.
Well, this will be the resurgence, you know? Like, oh, MCU, what do they got? Boom, X-Men. Boom, Fantastic Four. Boom, Feige. Tay, you want to talk about Annabelle 3? Did you actually read the details of the movie?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I read that before we started because we're professionals. So.
Okay, because I don't think we don't have much to add on it. You're a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan. You know, I remember when the first Annabelle came out, that was wild, and you know the second
that
one.
long ago. You make it sound like you were a kid when you saw it. That was like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a kid 4 years ago. How old are you? Like 25 or something?
No, I'm the same age as you.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But thank you.
He's old
But
fuckers
thank
over
you.
here.
But yeah, no,
I'm only 16, so I don't know what's happening.
16-year-old dragons.
Yeah,
Whose fault was that?
Whose boat was it, Feige? Fuck Batman!
Versus Superman.
But no, I think I got so many good memories with Annabelle. It's been there for so many important moments in my life, and yet again, this is the third iteration, which I'm totally blown away for.
Totally blown away for.
I am like this is absolutely nuts. Like,
why?
I love the Conjuring movies.
Okay.
I love these spin-offs so much.
I still feel like you did not read the plot details.
I did. Basically, it's like
Break
a
it
horror
down.
night at the museum, but Conjuring style. So basically, I know you told me this part, but it was what I read in the plot details. It basically happens with the Warren's daughter inside the Warren's house, basically in you know the room, or you haven't seen The Conjuring, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have.
Mm-hmm.
So in the first Conjuring, there's the room with all the possessed artifacts and all that stuff.
Sure.
Basically,
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Annabelle goes crazy and lets all of it loose. So it's kind of like the Goosebumps, the book's opening up, and
Just like
everything's
Goosebumps.
going wild. So Goosebumps,
Or like Jumanji or something.
Goosebumps and Jumanji rated R. That's what I would say.
Sick.
So,
So we can expect Jack Black is what you're saying.
Jack Black, yeah, cameo crossover.
Oh, he's busy making awesome albums.
But yeah, so I am super stoked for this movie. I think this is fantastic, and the movies are all scattered all over the place, you know, timeline wise. But
Yeah, they're really fucking around.
I love that. I think it's great, and you know, the fact that this is a Conjuring sequel before Conjuring 2, and you know, we get to see what's going on with Annabelle.
Is it before Conjuring 2?
I would think so, because you don't see anything with Annabelle in that instance, because the Warrens leave and they go to.
Yeah, but it could happen after Conjuring 2. If Annabelle's just chilling in that room and something goes wrong. There's no preference that it has to be in between.
I guess so, because I guess we don't really know the time span between Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2, do we?
To lay this out for Dylan, because Dylan, you probably don't know. So The Conjuring happened, then they made Annabelle, the movie, which was a prequel to Conjuring. Then they made Annabelle 2, which was a prequel to both of them. And now Annabelle 3 is a sequel to all of those. So they are X-Men.
Conjuring 2 is also announced.
Yeah, Conjuring 2...
No, Conjuring 2 was happening.
The Nun was announced.
Yeah.
The Nun was announced.
It's out. It was out like 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
Conjuring 2 is a sequel to Conjuring 1 and all the Annabelle movies, and then The Nun, which is a villain in the Conjuring 2,
It's a prequel to
is a
everything.
standalone movie, which is, prequel to everything.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. There's no way I'm keeping up with that.
I've seen the first Annabelle. Awful movie. Just straight awful.
Annabelle 2 is way better.
I know,
by
I'm
far.
gonna watch it now because they got me back, because Annabelle 3 is not a prequel, you know, I feel about prequels, so I like the idea of her after this kid, the, you know, kind of messing around with these trinkets in their house that are all haunted, so you could have some fun with them. But yeah, because it's not a prequel, I'm in it. So I'll watch that Annabelle sequel because I have heard it is good. I really like David Sandberg. He directed Lights Out, which was phenomenal. He's directed.
You really liked it?
Lights Out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Lights Out. Yeah, you didn't?
I felt it had its moments, but it didn't really deliver.
I think I liked it because it was, if I recall, though, it was pretty short, though. And I think
it was really short.
That's what I liked about it. It was short and simple. Have you ever watched the short film, though? The short film's phenomenal. He made the short film first, and James Wan saw it. Like, you should make this into a movie, and that's how he got the job. It's on YouTube.
It's a short film of Lights Out?
Yeah, you should watch it.
Really?
It's very simple, but it's scary. But I liked it. I think it got a little convoluted with the whole origin of like what the monster is dealing with. Yeah. But like that happens in these movies. But and he's directing Shazam actually. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So James Wan, and that's why I'm gonna throw the flag for Aquaman. I'm gonna be excited till I see that movie because James Wan, between Saw, between Insidious, between Conjuring, and then all these movies he's produced, like he has the hot hand. He even like made a Fast and Furious movie that's successful. So he knows talent. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for that other. We're not going to talk about much, but that other, what was it, La Llorona or whatever? The Curse of...
oh my God.
I know, but it's another one he's produced that's coming out in April 2019. It's about this woman who finds out her husband's cheating on her, so she kills herself and her kids, and then I guess she's haunting kids or something like that.
I guess
sounds really
like
fucked up, but I'm down. Like, you know, sounds good to me. So, I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have anything. If you want to talk about Predator, obviously.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I gotta check on something.
So yeah, some Predator news that dropped. You know, they confirmed that this is not a reboot. It is actually, in fact, a sequel in the Predator series. They also
is it a sequel to the first movie or is it a sequel to?
That's what they say. It's like a sequel to the first movie, but then in that instance you could take it as a sequel to all the other movies. But primarily, all these Predator movies just seem to stem as a sequel to the original. Some people, I can't remember the guy's name who worked on this movie, but he straight out said that they are looking at this being a trilogy of Predator movies. Shane Black, who's directing it,
how many Predator movies is there? Give me the recap. I can't keep up with this stuff. It's too much.
There's not as many as Alien movies, but there's Predator 1, 2, Predators, and then the Predator. And then you can also include Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator.
Right. But, so this is a sequel to the first movie.
First movie, yeah. So I'm more than excited. The one guy though, yeah, he said that it's supposed to be a trilogy. Shane Black said that that's a little bit. What was the word he used? It's like looking too far ahead. You know,
is Shane Black the director?
He's the director, and he starred in the original Predator movie actually. But yeah, the director of Iron Man 3 and I can't remember the other movies he's done, but a few other ones that are really good.
He did like a zombie movie or something, didn't he?
I can't remember. He did a few other ones that Travis would be able to name off, but he's not here right now, conveniently. So, oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh, what the fuck! Oh my god! Oh. I've never met this guy before.
I've met him before. It didn't last long.
Oh shit!
I had to leave the room very quickly.
I gotta throw it out before I get interrupted. Needless to say, Shane Black. He says we're focusing on the Predator movie as just a one thing.
The director of Iron Man 3. Oh god!
He says they're gonna focus on the Predator movie just being a one movie right now, and I think that's a good idea to focus on what you have now and not look to the future too far. I think it's good. Focus and put the energy into the present, not looking ahead. And if it does good, then go from there. Yeah, but they released a lot of cool stills from Comic-Con of like the Predator ship and everything, some really cool tech, so it looks visually stunning.
Speaking of visually stunning,
for
anyone who doesn't know, if you don't have, if you're just listening, you probably have no idea what's going on, but if you're watching, you can see that we have Travis's brother here, Michael Snell II. What are you doing here?
Well, if
you're on Hunka News, you're not part of the Geekverse. I don't know what you did with Travis. He just had to go get something.
Fuck. He tried to keep me out, but I told him we would sue him if he didn't let me in.
Where is he now? Why is he not coming back in?
He's not allowed it. If he walks in that door, he owes us $1 million.
Why would he listen to you? This is his podcast. Who the fuck are you?
Contracts are funny things, I'll give you the card to my lawyer, Fillmore Sr.
I've dealt with your lawyers for months now. It's been awful.
It's great. Hunka's back. We said we were going to try to come in here at some point, because GeekVerse, listen to our bias. Like, Taylor, I've watched a lot of your stuff. You seem like a good little boy and all that, but DC fuckboys, hey? You can sit back behind your little camera and your microphone and say that to people, but how do you say that to someone's face?
I don't know if I'd recommend this. This guy is a wild card.
I live and breathe and bleed DC, and you're gonna say DC fuckboys when you support little garbage like Marvel. Look at your Iron Fist. Look at that teaser. Nothing. Titans. Fuck Batman. Just hit you in the face. Yeah, that's what you call a trailer. Titans all over. Just came multiple times all over. It was fantastic.
Wow.
Titans is going to be the greatest show of the world. Raven looks sick. Starfire, Beast Boy, you see, he's jumping like that. What is Marvel, Predator, what do they got? Nothing compared to that Titans trailer. So much action.
How do you feel with the words hunka hunka?
It is...
Or the fire in the loins.
It's really his anthem, isn't it?
It's almost like when people say, God bless you. That's what I say when people sneeze, because hunka hunka is so big and so important. It's almost like a godlike love. But you're trying to just classic GeekVerse avoid the problem. Look at all their negative reviews on Podbay and iTunes. They just ignore
bring that
them.
up, man.
Oh yeah, no. DC fuckboys, huh? You want to explain yourself?
There's just so many people out there. They think DC is this amazing, untouchable entity.
Think it is. It is.
DC just. They had their time with the Dark Knight Rises, and they're treading low, and they understand that, they accept that. You got movies like, do you like Wonder Woman?
Love Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Wonder Woman, it's a fantastic movie, but they're trying to, learn from that, but then they got these other movies that just bomb.
I feel like you are just a denier, and you are just trying to pretend you're cool and get on anyone's wagon, because if I believe I have my facts right, what did you give Suicide Squad?
I like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, what did you give it?
Oh, I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
How come you gave it a 10 out of 10, a perfect score, one of your highest rated movies on the podcast, but you say they're downtrending? Are you just being bullied, peer pressure by these Marvel fuckboys like Dylan Musk or Travis Snail?
That's not fair.
No. It's completely fair.
I go into all of these movies, I go in with an open perspective.
He goes with an open checkbook. Hey, Feige, what could you write me now?
Feige's a great guy. Look at what he's done with the cinematic universe. DC is in shambles. They have like 5,000 directors for
he's put people in
garbage
comas.
movies. Have you seen the Aquaman trailer? Makes me want to vomit. That thing is disgusting.
First of all, it's not released to the public because only people like myself.
Well, I've seen it. Everyone's seen it. What are you talking about, Michael?
It's not out till everyone's gonna get graced on Saturday because Aquaman is gonna blow your pants off into the water. And he's gonna throw him back because he's a good guy. Suicide Squad, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
But they're downtrending, huh?
It was a great movie. They are, because it came out before Justice League, and Justice League was
League was a hot pile of garbage.
As a famous thing that your brother Travis Snell happens to say quite a bit. Numbers don't lie, and Marvel's got those numbers, right, Feige?
Yeah, they got numbers because they're just paying off people. Look at these shows. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here.
You have no proof that they're paying anyone else.
I had to make I have loads of proof. My partner has proof. If you go check out our newest episode, that they're keeping DC movies out of the theater. They're banning them.
That's bullshit.
You need to go check it out. Honka Honka is the real place you want to be this Con weekend. The truth or nothing. I'd say it was nice meeting, you again, but definitely not you for the first time. Not all.
Who is your sponsor? Who is your sponsor?
You just straight up missed that, Taylor. Oh no.
It went over my hand. I couldn't get it. For the people.
Oh! Oh! What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here, Michael! Get out of here!
Get out! No, I'm not going.
Taylor, are you okay?
No! Yeah, I'm
you
good.
got under that table quick.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You've done it before, haven't you?
I have had to go under tables in my life. Ladies and gentlemen on the microphone,
Are you okay?
I'm good. What was his name? Michael Snell the second.
That's Michael Snell the second. That's Travis's brother.
Yeah, literally, listeners out there,
here,
just
go.
Travis is getting wild out there with him.
I'm not
He came at me with, I think that was Christmas wrapping paper.
I'm not going.
Ooh, they're fighting out there.
There's a real battle.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Superman.
Yikes! He's he's quite a character. when you meet him for the first time, I mean, holy smokes.
I remember, you know, they say that if you have like a really meaningful event happen in your life, you tend to remember like every detail about that day.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same experience when I met Michael Snell.
Wow.
And I only met him for about 5 minutes. I couldn't stand it much longer than that. I had to get out. I felt, you can see he's violent. Travis, what the fuck just happened?
I couldn't. I better close the door so I'm gonna lock it so it doesn't get back in. He wanted to appear, and I said no, he couldn't do it. But then he had his lawyer with him, Fillmore Seymour, and he said if he doesn't come in, they're gonna sue us.
Fillmore Seymour?
Yeah. And if he didn't come in, they were gonna sue us and take over the channel. So they.
It has been a real logistical hellhole trying to fight those guys.
Yeah, I should never let my brother have any.
We gave them one chance, and then they trying to milk those almonds for all they got.
Milk those almonds.
Milk those.
Well, that was wild. Well, you know, it sounded like you got really aggressive and physical out there.
Well, I heard what he was saying to, you know, and you're my Wolford brother and everything like that. I heard what he was saying to Dylan. You know, we all have our problems, but, you know, he was just taking these personal shots and speaking a little outlandish. You know, I love my brother, but I don't agree with him on much, but I just had enough. So we'll have to see. That probably means we're in pretty big trouble-wise, so I don't know.
I don't know, we got on camera. He actually attacked me.
That's true. That's true. So we could probably use that to
some leverage.
Yeah, that's good. So, do we have anything
and
else?
you gotta see, when you see this footage again, Taylor, he zipped under that table faster than anyone else I've ever seen.
Because I once I heard the hitting, I came in, but I was trying to keep Bruce Cruz out. He was at the door. He was just selling some Uggos, some Uggs. Like I don't know what was going on.
That guy's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal was.
I tried to meet him, but you can't like. He's someone that you can't even have a conversation with. Like you ask him like a basic question, like, "Hey man, how are you?" And he'll just he'll just start talking about like why Wonder Woman is like the greatest piece of art that mankind's ever seen.
So
it's very strange.
If you like those guys, you check out their show, but I wouldn't recommend it, ladies and gentlemen, because. Yeah, you see what happens there, so. Do we have anything else to add, or should we get out of here? Because Taylor, you're probably concussed. I need to go deal. I probably gotta call my dad.
Is he still in the house?
He's locked outside, so.
Can you keep him away while I get to my car?
I think we're gonna have to use the crawl space.
I feel like he might have slashed my tires.
There's a good chance. He might be in your car. I'm gonna stay in my house.
He might be in my car?
Yeah.
I have my keys here.
He's a great locksmith. He got us out of a lot of sticky situations when we were young. So.
Sticky situations?
Yeah, one day I'm gonna have him on, me and him together. Maybe we'll do an interview with my twin brother. You know, clearly I got the looks here, but he got.
He's got something.
The sneakiness.
Yeah, the wife.
He got the locks. Yeah, the
Batman pajamas.
Yeah.
Do you have the same Batman pajamas yourself?
Well, we're twins, so we share a lot of our clothing. So unfortunately,
he doesn't live here though, does he?
He technically doesn't, but often just I wake up and he's on my couch and just fucking locks in it. Like he just
can't keep him out
anywhere. Like I want to move and keep him away, but he's still my brother. You know, like blood is blood. So unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with the guy, so... Taylor, you want to tell everyone where they can find us? Because we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, like I said, we got Glass, Venom, Bumblebee, probably some other stuff like Clone Wars. We had no idea that was happening. Mm-hmm. Boom, just happened. And then Saturday we have Warner Brothers panel, and we have DC, so you'll get some real... That'll be a fun cast, but hopefully...
Keep your brother away for that.
Well, luckily we're going to be going to Dylan's place. He doesn't know where Dylan lives, so
that's good.
Yeah, don't let him follow.
What about his partner? Does he know where Dylan lives?
I heard he's an expert tracker, but he's not a locksmith.
I hear he lives in the woods.
Together, though,
I hear he lives in the woods. It's his tracking.
I heard he lives under the woods.
Wow.
So, that's interesting.
It's fucking creepy as hell. Don't go to the woods, like, you know. So I'm going to try my best, but the good thing is, you know... I don't know. I'll buy
nothing.
Yeah, we're fucked if they find us. We'll buy a pizza and just throw it out here. Okay.
I can't believe they have a sponsor and we don't.
That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta subscribe to our channels. You gotta help us out. We gotta get a sponsor.
Mm-hmm. So, how many days do we have left before we get?
They don't even know that because they have to only be a Patreon member for the Blade Retro.
Oh, you knew I was gonna dive into that? Oh,
so
okay,
only 4 people know.
Sorry, I thought that was yesterday that we said on the livecast.
It's 4 from when that releases.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Never mind.
Just check out our Blade Retro. Sunday we'll play Blade 2, and the next week will be Blade Trinity. So great film.
I will shout out. You know, that Godzilla Part 2 thing, Netflix thing I'm throwing out is gonna come out at some point.
I thought it would have been out today. I'm surprised.
It is gonna come out today.
He was making a thumbnail.
Yeah, I haven't made it yet, but it is gonna come out today. it's
Sorry,
it's
retro.
It's an experience. So
It's an experience.
yeah, but you can tune in and find all this Comic-Con juiciness at, you know, in the search bar on Facebook. Just go right to Facebook, type in GeekVerse Space Podcast. You're gonna find our page. You're gonna find all this awesome stuff. There's some sick content that is dropping constantly. You know, Travis is posting it and like on the Twitter
on the twits.
Oh, I do this. You make it sound like I don't do this. Like just Comic-Con I tweet. So
we do. Like he's preaching Twitter to me. Even that's how like on fire Twitter is right now.
Well,
Where's just the place to be?
I told you for news. That's why you should have your Twitter account. They would have found out.
Last time I used to have a Twitter. And
we know sex bots.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Just block them.
I did, and then I log in 6 months later, and there's a
6 months later.
Yeah.
So your big ratio was wow. Every 6 months I get followed by a sex bot. Fuck you,
not
Twitter.
one, like a dozen.
Well,
one. It was
that's based on what you're
oh,
searching. So
I
don't know.
like, oh, who is this? Azia chick or whatever, like I don't know any Azia. And I click on the profile, like I don't know you, and they're like, oh, what the hell? So I did block.
Vampire stripper.
There's like a billion more, and I'm like, Jesus. So I thought, I'm just gonna delete it. I don't want these people knowing my name or anything like that.
They're not people. They're sex bots.
But I want
They're
the
not
bots
real
knowing my
people.
name though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a freaky deaky world, you know.
They would not be able to pass the capture test, so.
It's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we do here, go subscribe on YouTube or our podcast versions out there. That helps us out a lot. If you really like this content, we got a lot of stuff on Patreon. The Spider-Man retrospective, some Gauntlet matches, some Blade retros. I guess I should announce this. We're going to talk about Iron Fist, but our next retro will be Ghost Rider in September now. So in September, expect us to drop the original Nick Cage film. We're going to watch that.
Can't wait.
Kind of has some magic.
We have done a Netflix and fail for the second.
Yeah, we're not rewatching Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh, damn.
We reviewed it already.
I know, but
not what?
It's okay. I'll watch it. I'll watch it on my own
I
time.
hate when you do that. And then if you like what we do, please help with share it, subscribe, rate, review, and comment. We like to hear what you say.
We do.
Do you fuck Batman as well? Let us know in the comments. What? I don't know.
Fuck Batman.
I'm flustered. I got a family squabble now. I got to deal with now.
Squabble.
So
yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with Day 2 coverage of Comic-Con, and we promise you it will not be boring.
Later.
Fuck Batman.
Superman.